Alright, so we're still working on our Christmas ornament. This is what our current shape should look like. This is what our end result should be. We're going to make one small change before we go too much further, so go ahead and click your shape down here at the bottom, and then up here at the top we're going to choose Ungroup. We need to make our bottom just a little bit bigger, and so we'll go ahead and click Ungroup. Takes me back to my thin tube and to my red box, and we just want the red box. So I'm going to go ahead and click here in the middle. And again, I'm going to look at these squares around the outside edges. It tells me right now we are 30 millimeters deep, and we need to change that to 35 just to give us some more room at the bottom of our ornament. So I'm just going to click and hold down at the bottom, and we're going to stretch it down to 35. And if you're wondering why we didn't do this earlier, trying to get two things centered when a measurement is 35 versus 30 for Tinkercad just makes things a little harder. So this is our easiest step. And we'll go ahead and click away in the work plane, and then we'll draw a box one more time, covering both the thin tube and the box, and then we'll regroup them again. So now our shape's just a little bit taller on the bottom. So our second step is we need to make this big opening at the bottom here. So right now we just have a half moon. This is a half moon up here plus a little bit more of a rectangle. So we're going to use our box, and again you can click and drag or click once to pick up, click once to put down. So we'll bring it out here. And this one kind of has a goofy measurement. So the only thing we care about here is the width. And so if you zoom in a little bit or whatever you need to do to make it easy to see, there are these black squares on the sides. You can see right now it's 20 millimeters wide, and we're going to go ahead and stretch this out to 48, just like that. So, and then the next step we will do is to go ahead and turn this into a hole, because we need to cut some space out of our ornament. So go ahead and click hole. And you can tell it's a hole because of these stripes on it, and also you can see things through it now too. So first step we'll do is we're going to go ahead and draw a box. So I clicked away, drew a box that covers the hole and the ornament shape so far, and then we will choose Adjust and Align from up here at the top menu. Once we have that done, the only thing we really care about is lining them up right here at the top, or in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and click this bottom middle. That just kind of forces our two shapes together, and then we will go ahead and just leave it alone there. I know you can see some here at the top, but go ahead and just click off to the side, and then we're going to go ahead and spin our view around just a little bit so we can see what's going on here. So spin yours around to wherever's comfortable, zoom in. Again, if you need to reset it, just hit the home button, and then we can rotate around however you need to see your view. So what we're looking at, and we're going to go ahead and zoom in a little more, is we don't want to see this gap in here in the middle, and so we're going to go ahead and click our hole, and then we're going to nudge this using the arrow keys on our keyboard. And so I'm going to take the right arrow and press that until I see it line up with my red line. So right there is still not close enough because I can see a sliver of red, but if I go one more time, then they are lined up perfectly on the same edge right here. So I'll go ahead and hit the home button again. Looks pretty good, and it looks really tall, but that really doesn't matter because it's a hole. It's just going to create a big opening in our shape. So our last step will be to draw a box again, and then we'll hit group one more time, and Tinkercad will take a second, and then now we have our basic ornament shape.